Alright, it's Henry again, and it is the 23rd of the month, and you know what that means, new Gunpla announcements. And we've got some pretty good ones this month, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, we've got several Master Grade announcements. First and foremost is a kit that we were kind of expecting, we just weren't sure about yet. Bandai has already indicated that they plan to make all 5 of the original Gundam Seed Gundams in Master Grade form. We already got Master Grade Dual Gundam last week, and we were just wondering which one was going to come next. And Bandai has announced that the next Gundam is going to be the Blitz Gundam. And it is coming out in June. As you can see from the prototype pictures, it's looking pretty good. And a lot of people that have already opened up their Master Grade Dual Gundams have noticed that it does contain kind of a generic runner of parts for the Gundam Seed Master Grades, kind of like what Bandai did with the Gundam Wing Master Grade line. So it's highly likely that this Blitz Gundam is also going to contain those same generic parts, and the others as well. Buster and Aegis will also probably contain those same parts. So anyway, Master Grade Blitz Gundam, looking nice. I'm sure we'll get more pictures of it as we get closer to the release. Going to be 4,200 yen, and again coming out in June. Next up is a Master Grade that's been in production limbo for quite a long time. Bandai has finally announced the Master Grade Marasai, and if you Google search for long enough, you'll find pictures of Master Grade Marasai back from like 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. So this, like Master Grade Theo, this thing has been in production for a long time and just never got around to being released. But we're finally getting one, and it looks really, really nice. It definitely doesn't look like a kit from 2002. You can see it looks really, really good. If I'm seeing this correctly, it looks like it has the same elbow joints as the Master Grade Zaku 2 version 2.0. So I'm wondering if this is going to contain some of the Zaku 2.0's parts, similar to what Bandai did with the Master Grade Goof 2.0. So that's yet to be seen, but it might kind of look that way just by looking at the elbow joints. This kit's also going to contain an LED for the mono eye, so that's a nice little feature. And I'm assuming that this is going to be the Zeta Gundam color version. I don't see the Hammurabi looking weapon that it used in Gundam Unicorn, so I'm assuming this is going to be the orange Zeta version. And this is coming out in May for 4,200 yen. Alright, next up, we got 2 limited edition Master Grades. We're getting limited color versions of the Master Grade Nemo, which was released years ago, but it's getting 2 limited edition kits from the Gundam Unicorn Episode 4. And looks like we're getting the kind of greenish and dark blue color version, and then the tan and dark blue color version that appeared later in Episode 4. And these are going to be Bandai Online Hobby Shop exclusives. And let's see, when are these being released? It says February 27th on this little picture for the pre-order date. And looks like they're coming out in April. So if anybody really wants to fork out the money to buy these, go for it. But I think it'd be easier just to paint the already existing Master Grade. Anyway, we got pictures of Master Grades we've already known about. We got some new pictures of Master Grade Age 1 Titus, which comes out next month in March. We finally get pictures of it with all its little beam effect parts. And again, it looks like it's coming along nicely. And as well, we get some better pictures of the Master Grade Age 1 Sparrow, which we've kind of been lacking up until now. Haven't had many good pictures of it, but here we get some relatively clear pictures of it. As you can see, it's still in the gray prototype phase, but it is coming along quite nicely. It looks like we're going to get lots of different options for the hands on this kit, and that's always a good thing, I think. And one last Master Grade announcement, we're not done yet, actually doesn't have anything to do with Gundam at all, but it's the one that I'm most excited about personally. Bandai has announced a Master Grade Figurized Wild Tiger from the Tiger and Bunny anime. And ever since I watched Tiger and Bunny last year, I've been praying for Bandai to release Figurized kits of Wild Tiger and Barnaby. And Bandai has finally answered my prayers and released, well, planning on releasing one. As you can see, it looks pretty nice at this point. Even the, it's going to have an, I'm not sure if it's going to be an opening face plate or if it's just going to be like two separate parts you can swap out, kind of like on Master Grade Goku. But either way, this kit looks like it's going to be awesome. This is an instant pre-order for me. I can go ahead and tell you that right now. And this is going to be coming out in May. Let's see. I think that does it for Master Grades. Moving on to Real Grade. We don't have any new Real Grade announcements, but a lot of people were wondering about the Real Grade Gundam Mark II, if we were going to be getting the AU color or the Titans color version. You know, that kit comes out in April. And Bandai has announced that we're actually getting both at the same time. So, unlike most of the time when Bandai releases a Gundam Mark II in whatever grade, we get one color and then we have to wait for the other color a few months later. But not in this case. We're going to be getting both the AU color version and the Titans color version at the same time this April. So that's definitely good news. Alright, moving on to High Grade Universal Century. First, some quick looks at kits we already knew about. The High Grade Juagg, as you can see here, is coming along nicely. These are the best pictures we've gotten so far, although obviously it's not in its final colors. At least I hope those aren't the final colors. Quite a bit of inner frame on this kit. As you can see in that bottom left-hand corner, it's got a bit of inner frame on the body and in the head, so that actually looks like a pretty nice release. Also, if you look to the right of this image, you can see we're going to be getting a limited edition MSV version, which looks to be basically the same thing, only it's going to come with some extra weapons, apparently. And also, moving on, High Grade Universal Century Nemo. Again, we knew about this last month, but now we finally get to see it in its colors. And again, this is the Unicorn version, not the Zeta version, so it looks pretty good, I think. And we got one new High Grade Universal Century announcement. The High Grade Anksha, or however you pronounce that. This is a Ashamar derivative type mobile suit that's going to be appearing in Gundam Unicorn. And this is going to be coming out in May, I believe. And this is a transformable mobile suit. Anybody that's built the high-grade Ashamar can probably expect this to be around the same lines as that kit. Only this is... it's a derivative of the Ashamar, but it's pretty much a completely different mobile suit, although similar. So, I think that does it for High Grade Universal Century. Moving on, we are getting one new Seed High Grade. We just got the, whatever that orange dog-looking thing was, Baku, I think. Or Legao. No, yeah, Legao. Whatever it was, I'm not too familiar with Gundam Seed, as most of you know. But we are getting another Gundam Seed High Grade, the M1 Astray. And it's going to be coming out in June, I believe. Let's see... yes, June. And it's going to cost 1,400 yen, so not too pricey. And for all you Gundam Seed fans, that'll be a pretty good addition. I've heard a lot of people have always wanted an M1 Astray to add to their collection. So it's always nice to have kits that have previously not existed. So anyway, moving on to, let's see, I guess I'll go to Gundam Age next. We've already known about the high-grade Farco, which I think we learned about last month, but we just had like a gray prototype image. Here we've got, well, a black prototype image. It's the same thing, but this one's a bit smoother, a bit more refined, and just looks like the production is coming along nicely. And again, this is going to be released in April. And I'm not sure if we've seen prototype images of the high-grade Shadow Kai yet, but if we have, here's new pictures. If we haven't, here's brand new pictures. The high-grade Shadow Kai. Anyway, this is from the second generation. I can't remember if it showed up in the first generation. I know the Shadow was from the first generation. I think Shadow Kai is from the second generation. But anyway, this is going to be coming out in April along with Farco. And also a new Gundam Age High Grade, the Age 2 Double Bullet, or apparently it's now being called Double Barrett. I don't know, depending on how you feel like translating it. Either way, got new pictures of it. Obviously going to be very similar to the Age 2, which was just recently released, although just with different G-Wear parts. So that's going to be coming out in February. Is that right? because that's this month. Huh. Well, either way. Let's see, moving on, last but not least, SD kits. We've already known about the SD Knight, Musha, and Command Gundams. We've kind of known about them since like late summer, but Bandai just hasn't gotten around to releasing them yet. But we finally have a release date for SD Knight Gundam. It's going to be coming out in April. So you can see here we got a gray prototype, and it's going to contain like a little centaur mode where you can form like horse legs and all that good stuff. So that looks like it'll be a pretty good release. And we've finally gotten some decent pictures of the SD Gundam Age 2. We don't have a release date on it yet, but these are the best pictures we've gotten of it so far. So that also looks like it's going to be a pretty nice kit as well. So that about does it for today's Gunpla update announcements. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.